Hello, my friends. I am V, and this is V's Intuition. Today, we're going to do a reading. I feel like it would be nice to see what exciting energy is coming in for the collective, okay? Let's just dive right in. Please and thank you, Spirit. What kind of exciting energy is coming in for the collective? Please and thank you. Ooh, what's exciting? What's exciting for the collective coming in? Coming in for the collective. What do we got? Okay, something fell down here. Ooh. Well. Ye doggy. The one that fell on the floor is the Sun card upright. And I've heard that, well, some tarot readers will read the floor cards, the cards that fall on the floor, as like being more important or like counting more. So like, get ready for a lot of happiness, okay? Like, this is actually really positive. I love that. Okay. The other cards that came out, we have Five of Cups, Page of Wands, oh my gosh, Knight of Wands. I like couldn't remember for a minute. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and then bottom of the deck we have the Judgment card. Okay, let's just start clarifying, shall we? Starting with that Sun card. What kind of exciting energies are coming to the collective with that Sun card? Please and thank you, Spirit. Ooh, what do we got? Okay, I'm gonna take that. Not the other ones. There we go. Bro, that's crazy. Hold on, let me just make sure there's no other stuff flipped over. Okay. Y'all, I cannot make this up. The Sun card is clarified by the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. All the cards that came out to clarify the Sun card have to do with love. And more than likely, somebody expressing love to you. I mean, of course, we could always read this as like self-love if you are not looking for love. But if you are looking for love, it looks real good for you, I'm just gonna say. I'm actually getting a cute little story with this. I feel like somebody has been holding on to feelings for you for quite some time now. And I feel like it started out slow, but it's slowly grown into something so much deeper than it started. And since this is clarifying the Sun card, you probably like this person too, because when they come forward to express themselves, you're probably going to be extremely happy, or they're going to make you extremely happy with how they treat you. Oh, this is really beautiful energy. It really does like feel like a warm hug, especially with that Sun energy with it. So if you've been craving that kind of connection, that's definitely in the cards here for you. Yeah, I honestly am getting like this buildup where it's like they may have been shy to express their feelings at first. But over time, maybe like they got to know you a little bit more, or they learned a little bit more about you. And so that fear has maybe not gone away completely, because I'm sure they probably are intimidated by you because you're somebody that they think very highly of, obviously. But they're not letting that fear hold them back any longer. Very beautiful energy. Oh, and also it's somebody that's very tapped into their emotions as well. So it's like, I feel like this is a really good option for you. That's beautiful. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. So they would like to start, okay. The bottom of the deck, on the other side, there's a card coming out. It was on the back and then it was like kept poking out. So I'm like, okay, what are you, obviously? Because it clearly wanted to come out. It's the freaking Sun card. I can't make this up. We got a sun sandwich here. Filled with love. Like, pardon? I feel like I'm being pranked here. Like, what? That's insane. That's literally insane. I mean, what are the odds of that happening? Anyways, let me get focused on the actual reading, not just the amazement that that happened like that. So there is a lot of like sun and light imagery. So I feel like you're going to be coming into a happier time, a warmer time, where you feel warmer, maybe like in your heart. Maybe your heart has kind of gone icy for a bit because maybe you didn't have anybody to you didn't have anybody worthy of expressing your own love or your own heart to. And so it's like defrosting and warming up again. And I feel like it's because this person is going to treat you very well and is actually genuinely going to love you. And that could be something that you may have not experienced before or in a long time. Also, like, I'm being drawn to the child in the Sun card. So this could be very healing for your inner child. I'm also getting that because you're in a high frequency of self-love and maybe even creating your own happiness, you're attracting more love and happiness your way. That is such amazing energy. I'm so happy for you. Like, that's like the most perfect way to start out a reading. Like, literally. Okay, let's go back to the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. They would like to start to plant those seeds with you, and those seeds that can grow to something that is long-lasting and stable. So I don't think that this is anybody that you have past experience with romantically. And I don't think, yeah, there's definitely no ex vibes from this, because they want to start from scratch. They want to start from the bottom up. Like, they want to, it also feels like they would like to maybe slowly grow something here. I don't think that they're like trying to jump the gun or anything. I don't think that they're gonna be like, okay, now that we've been dating for 2 days, let's get married. Like, that's not the kind of energy I'm getting at all. It feels very level-headed, very balanced, and reasonable, and grounded in reality. Like, it's obviously going to take time for the two of you to get to know each other more, to bond, to build up trust. Like, there's so many things that go into that before you jump into like a full-blown relationship or something. And I feel like that's exactly what they would like to do. Spend their time getting to know you, planting those seeds, seeing how they grow. And you know, it's pretty funny too, because like, I'm talking about planting seeds and we have the sun here twice. So you got the perfect conditions to grow something very beautiful here. Very beautiful. I want to see what's underneath that Ace of Pentacles. Y'all, I'm done. Like, this is the most perfect reading, and my job here is finished. Literally. Okay. Anyways, see ya. Bye. No. I'm joking, obviously, but underneath that Ace of Pentacles, who do we see? The King of Cups. Here we have clarifying the Sun card. I still can't believe this. This is insane. We have clarifying the Sun card. We have the Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Pardon? Like, what the heck, dude? That's insane. So, this person has those deep feelings for you. And I feel like that kind of almost confirms that idea I was grabbing. What was it? That this is somebody that has been building, like their feelings have been building for you for some time. And so their feelings for you are quite deep. But I still feel like it's still in its early stages of like getting to know each other and stuff. So it may be, you know, they'd like to build with you maybe before they reveal the depth of their feelings completely. And, you know, because this could be somebody that also has not had an easy time of things. And so maybe they'd like to see how things go before like committing fully, you know, full-blown relationship, full-blown devotion. Because this is the type of person that would devote themselves to their partner. Absolutely. And it feels like they just would like to, you know, test out the waters before jumping in completely. But holy smokes, this is crazy energy in the best way possible. Like literally so loving. Like this person, I feel like this person's gonna love you like nobody else ever has. Like you, like even if you feel like you've had loves in the past, it's gonna feel almost like, I don't know, like compared to this person, it's almost like those things don't like those past experiences don't even like level, don't even measure up is what I'm trying to say. It's literally like amazing. And wow. I want to see what's underneath the King of Cups. Four of Cups. So I'm getting a message about selectiveness. I feel like, ooh, okay, actually, I'm getting a very beautiful message with that. I feel like this King of Cups, who is coming towards you, I feel like he has standards. And I'm saying he because the king, but apply it to any gender. This is a person that has standards and they know what they want and what they don't want. And so, yeah, I'm getting like they have been thinking about this for quite some time, because it's like maybe at first they were like, ooh, I'm really interested in that person, but I'm not quite sure. I want to give it more time before I like even fully recognize those feelings, let alone express them. Like this is somebody that probably doesn't like to jump into things all of a sudden, when it comes to the people that they let into their life. And I feel like this is something that the two of you have in common, is like those standards and being selective with the people that you let in, especially when it comes to love. But I feel like that speaks volumes about who you are, because it's like, because this person has such high standards, they're not going to be settling, and they're not going to be, you know, just going after whoever. Like this is somebody that is, although I feel like they don't want to be completely devoted right off the bat, I feel like they have some sort of devotion to you already. But it's almost like they don't want to, this could be definitely somebody that may have like let their heart rule them in the past, and so they're like, I still gotta like temper this, I still gotta like pace myself. But yeah, they have very intense feelings for you, and you fit their high standards. You are the person that makes the cut, and I feel like that really speaks volumes about who you are. Like they truly see your value. Um, Also, with this image of the Four of Cups, there is an image of somebody like meditating, it looks like, in front of a tree. So this could be somebody that has been like working on themselves, meditating on this connection, meditating on what it means, grounding themselves, figuring out what they truly want. And they just keep coming to the conclusion that this is what they really want. And so they're gonna express themselves. Like that's pretty cute, and that's pretty awesome. Like I love that. That's great. Okay, let's go into the Five of Cups, see what that's about. Please and thank you, Spirit. What kind of exciting energy is coming towards the collective with that Five of Cups? Please and thank you. Five of Cups. This is crazy too. What is with this reading, dude? Okay, okay. Focus B, okay. We got that Five of Cups. Clarifying that Five of Cups, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Very much happy home, happy life. And this is clarifying the Five of Cups. So if it's you or somebody that's attached to you that has been real sad for a while, seems like things are turning around for somebody here in a major way. Like I feel like the sorrows are in the past. Get ready for fulfillment and stability and abundance. And then following that Ten of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords. I feel like this sense of like, is this too good to be true? Question mark, you know? Kind of like, can I trust this blessing coming in? And then Nine of Cups, which is about wish fulfillment. Could also be about like a lot of emotional contentment within yourself, within your life. And then the bottom of the deck. Guess what it is? The Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is typically seen as like the happily ever after card. And compared, because this is all clarifying that Five of Cups, which is a lot of sadness and disappointment potentially in love. That's all turned around for you here. Ten of Cups, that could be building with somebody, ultimate happiness, or simply creating this ultimate happiness for yourself, creating that ultimately happy life. Beautiful energy. So much happiness, truly, and emotional fulfillment here. Ooh. Also, I'm getting drawn to the rainbow colors in the background, and that's making me think of like the rainbow after the storm. Oh, so maybe you've gone through a few storms in love, maybe, or in life, and those have been difficult to overcome, to move past. But now you're coming into a time that is so much brighter. I want to see what's underneath that Ten of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, the messages. I feel like, yeah, the Seven of Pentacles is here to say that you're receiving these blessings because you've had the patience. Oh my gosh. This is such a beautiful energy because I feel like maybe specifically, well, it could definitely be related to work because we have the Pentacles here. So maybe you've been patient with your work, but I'm almost getting it as like a patience with yourself, patience with your life, patience with what you're building, which you could always apply to love as well. Because it's like, especially if you're somebody that is healing from things like codependency or toxic relationships, it takes a lot of like internal work and the ability to grow some standards and grow to be selective. And it's like, because you did all of that hard work behind the scenes and you had patience along the way, that's allowing you to attract this beautiful future for yourself. And this is also, I think, a reminder that if you've been feeling like things are taking a long time, feeling frustrated because you haven't seen the payoff quite yet, like that, it's coming. It's right around the corner for you. So don't give up and keep practicing your patience, and it will pay off in the end. I want to see what's underneath that Seven of Pentacles. Three of Cups. I'm getting a message here about somebody that's embracing other types of love, not just romantic, but like friendships, love of nature, love of life, like little things. And because of that, that could also be setting you up for attracting a lot of love. And also, in terms of a relationship here, you could be attracting somebody that is not just a romantic partner, but also a friend. Somebody that you'll feel close to. Not just romantically, but in other ways as well. In a deeper way. Very beautiful. Okay, let's go on to the Page of Wands. Please and thank you, Spirit. What kind of exciting energies are coming for the collective? Please and thank you. With that Page of Wands. Please and thank you, Spirit. Okay. So, we have, clarifying that Page of Wands, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And Six of Cups. And then bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. Okay. So that Page of Wands is a very enthusiastic, optimistic sort of character. I am very drawn to this image with the flowers. I feel like that could definitely be speaking about optimism in romance or new growth in romance. But also it could be representing beauty as well. So maybe you are seeing the beauty in life much more clearly now. Or you're developing a passion for developing the ability to see beauty even in the smallest of things. Six of Pentacles. Somebody really wants to give to you, wants to give to a connection here. I also feel like there could be some sort of knowledge or information coming towards you or being revealed to you that is helpful or useful. And it could help create more stability, more growth, more abundance for you. Maybe it's like somebody's wisdom, words of wisdom or something. Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race is what I usually think of when I see that. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody that is very thorough when it comes to making plans. Somebody that has a lot of foresight and can foresee any obstacles that may get in the way and plans on how to get around those. It's also like very determined energy as well. Although the Knight of Pentacles is one of the, well, it's the slowest moving knight in the deck, but the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is because he takes his time, okay, maybe not, because he takes his time and takes so long to act, he has thought everything through. And so he knows exactly what he wants, and he knows how he's going to go about it. Six of Cups. This speaks about somebody with positive memories of another person. Somebody that's like reflecting on somebody's kindness. And I feel like with that Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, I feel like there's like this desire to give back to somebody who has been very kind to them. So this Page of Wands could be this person's energy or your energy. And this Knight of Pentacles is definitely this person's energy. Maybe they've been thinking about giving back to you for quite some time. Maybe they've been reflecting on their memories of you. And so now they're finally ready to set those plans into motion and repay the gift that you have given them emotionally. You also may be very wise, and you could have like maybe even offered this person like words of wisdom when they needed it, or advice. You could be very wise, very helpful, and that could be something that they truly appreciate and would like to show their appreciation for you doing that for them. And then that High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, that's a very powerful energy, highly intuitive, very spiritually connected. This could definitely be indicating that this person that would like to come towards you sees you as somebody that is highly intuitive, very spiritual, somebody that has a lot of, I'm getting like otherworldly wisdom, like the kind of wisdom that is like beyond the 3D, the kind of wisdom that is like beyond the types of wisdom that we typically think of, like divine wisdom. I want to see what's underneath that High Priestess. Oh, the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, this could be also describing who we were seeing earlier with all those cup cards. This could be the King of Cups here, just showing up in a different energy. So they would like to build with you something slowly. Also, it feels like, yeah, the Pentacles and like giving something to you, I feel like could be a physical gift, or it could be something more along the lines of like emotionally giving back. Or I feel like there's something about like knowledge or wisdom or something to say. I feel like there's something here about words, knowledge, information that is like coming through with these pentacles for some reason for me. Like it's also like maybe you have helped create stability in somebody or somebody else's life, and so they want to help build stability with you or help you gain stability in some way. So if they have like the influence or ability to do that, they would like to do that, show up for you in that way. It feels very much like they want to return the favor. This feels like somebody that you have helped either directly or indirectly, and they're incredibly grateful for that, and so they would like to reciprocate that if within their abilities or capabilities. Very beautiful. I want to see what's underneath that Ace of Pentacles. Yep, still the King of Cups. So yeah, I think this is just like describing the King of Cups in a different sort of energy. It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like this whole book is about maybe that King of Cups coming towards you. and the two of you may be working together, building something together. And each part of this reading could just be like another page in that book. So it's like it's still containing the King of Cups energy. It's just like showing different aspects on each page, you know? So I feel like that could definitely be what this is describing, is just maybe more so what they're thinking and they're feeling. And this is like their motivation for coming towards you. And it's also very interesting that they're showing up with that Knight of Pentacles, because I was getting earlier that this is somebody that may have been thinking about this for quite some time, and building, like their feelings for you have been building for quite some time. So I feel like, again, this is somebody that has been thinking about this for a long time, has been maybe building their own confidence or building their own reassurance about coming towards you. And it feels like they're ready to do that. That's cute. I like getting like the behind the scenes of like what this person's thinking and feeling. That's kind of cute, and I like that. But yeah, they really do think very highly of you, and they would like to reciprocate the kindness that you have shown them in the past. I really like that. There's definitely heavy vibes of appreciation. This person definitely thinks very highly of you. Yeah, let's go on to the Knight of Wands now. Please, Nikki Spirit, what exciting new things are coming in for the collective? Please and thank you. What is going on with that? Ooh, with that Knight of Wands. That netty range. Do I want to see? Okay. Anything else for that Knight of Wands? Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands. What else? What else? What else? Okay. There's just one more that flipped over. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay. So, clarifying that Knight of Wands. The King of Swords came out like this. And then we have the Page of Wands. The Four of Cups. And then bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess again. I'm almost getting that maybe this person's also highly intuitive as well, which they were showing up with a lot of water cup energy, which is like water energy, and you know, water is typically associated with intuition and stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if this person's also like highly intuitive as well, or psychic if you're both psychic maybe. Anyways, Knight of Wands. So we have that Knight of Wands, and that feels like somebody coming through with passion and charisma. I feel like somebody here has a burst of confidence. And I find it very interesting that the King of Swords came out this way. Almost like they're trying to maybe put their logical side on hold for now. And by that, I feel like it's indicating maybe when they're in their more logical brain, they may overthink things to the point of not being able to take action. And especially maybe if they overthink, because if they have strong feelings for you, they may overthink it to the degree of like, I can't possibly go towards this person because I'm intimidated, and what if they don't like me? What if this happens? What if that happens? So I feel like this person may be quite logical, but it's like they want to kind of put that on the back burner for now, because they would rather embody that Knight of Wands energy, which is more confident. It's almost like sometimes the Knight of Wands gets a impulsive sort of reputation, but I almost feel like that could be necessary for this person, especially if this is a person that overthinks. Because it's like, I'd rather be in this mode, actually acting upon what I feel, rather than psyching myself out of something that I really want to do or really want to express. And then that Page of Wands upright, I feel like they want to be in the frame of mind of somebody that is optimistic, somebody that has hope, somebody that has belief in themselves and the situation. They definitely want to come forward as a more confident energy. Maybe this person has struggled with their own confidence in the past. And so they're like, I need to, maybe they're even trying to like sort of act more confident. You know, it's like that idea of, if you like fake it until you make it kind of idea. I feel like that's the kind of energy that I'm picking up on. It could definitely be like, it's possible that they could just receive this like random burst of confidence, but it feels more likely that maybe they're kind of like trying to come in confidently, and maybe they don't like, maybe they're not completely confident in themselves, but they're hoping for the best, you know? And then that Four of Cups, which, yeah, we were getting that earlier for that King of Cups as well. So I also like, yeah, we were talking about how like it seems like somebody's meditating in this image, and so I get like this self-reflection or time of contemplation and reflection. And it's like, it feels almost like they have reached this point of like, I know this is what I want now. I know that this is in alignment with my standards. This is somebody that I would like in my life. I feel like this sense of not wanting to act impulsively in the past, but it's like now they've come to the conclusion that this is what they want. So now they would rather act upon it and express that. Also, maybe they've been focusing on their own personal growth. The tree is like very significant for me here. I feel like maybe, yeah, maybe they've been like working on themselves. Maybe they, you know, maybe this is somebody that has been working on their confidence. Maybe they've been practicing positive affirmations, doing literal meditations, and doing things in order to build up their confidence, to help them grow as an individual, so that they're able to come towards you much more confidently than they may have before. I also get this sense of like determining what truly matters to them. What is it that they truly want out of life, out of connections, out of their relationships with others? And they have reached that knowledge or epiphany. And because I'm getting that like meditation part of this message as well, that High Priestess is looking more and more like this person may be trusting their intuition, maybe for the first time, or maybe for the first time in a long time. Because their intuition could be screaming at them like, now's your time to act, or you know you want this, so do it. Because like they could stay in their head forever and dream about something, but that doesn't make it become reality until they actually act upon it. But yeah, this person could be trusting their intuition and letting it guide them, And I feel like maybe that's what Spirit really wants them to do. I'm going to see what's underneath the High Priestess. Queen of Pentacles. So this person could definitely see you as somebody that is very stable, very open and sweet as well. I also feel like this person could kind of be a mirror to you as well. I feel like the qualities that I'm mentioning here could also represent them as well. Like, I feel like this is somebody that's going to have a lot of things in common with you. And I feel like, especially when it comes to the two of yous, to your personalities and maybe your characteristics or ethics or something. Like within, maybe your heart even is very similar. Like you both have like kind hearts, pure intentions. You both try to show up in a kind and giving sort of energy, which would make for a beautiful relationship if the both of you were coming to it with the intention of giving. I think that's going to be beautiful, because that means it's going to be reciprocal. There's not going to just be one giver and one taker. There's going to be giving, and then it's like, okay, you can build so much abundance when you combine that. You combine those gifts together, build that abundance. Like, wow. This is really beautiful. I want to see what's underneath that Queen of Pentacles. The Tower. So drastic change. Ooh, so this person has been going through their little transformation. Well, I say little, but it's probably a big transformation. Also, because it also kind of feels like what is it called? Like Dark Night of the Soul kind of experience. Like it feels like somebody has been going through a very serious spiritual journey, but it may have left them exhausted. It may have left them not super talkative. This could be somebody that maybe you haven't spoken to in a while, because this person may have been like offline. And I don't mean that literally, but it could be literally offline. But like, yeah, they could have like gone dark. They could have like gone ghost. And I don't think that they did that with any sort of selfish intention. It almost feels like they just kind of had to do that in order to like be able to go through that process, because it feels like it was very heavy and very important, but very heavy. And it's almost like, even though it's good, it could be quite exhausting, especially if this person's not used to going through such things. And I feel like this is somebody that may have, maybe that's why the King of Swords came out like that, because it also could be indicating that this person may have been extremely logical to the point of them not believing in intuition or spirituality. And it feels like they're finally opening up to that more. And so that could also be why they're kind of putting that more logical side of themselves on the back burner for now, because it's like that could have been preventing them from their own fulfillment, getting in tune with their emotions, their intuition, and maybe their spirituality. Maybe they have opened their mind to spirituality as well. And that could also bring them a great amount of peace and feeling of belonging and, you know, the things that come along with finding that. But yeah, so this person has been doing some drastic changes to themselves, and it feels like it's internal more than anything. But it feels super positive, like, and especially because that message we were getting earlier, Like this could be somebody that has not been very confident in themselves in the past, but maybe now they're growing that confidence. And it's because of those changes that they've made that may have been difficult at first, may have been scary at first, may have been slightly disorienting at first, but now they're finding their stability and they're finding their voice, like their inner voice, their intuition, and potentially their spirituality as well. Which, if that brings this person peace, that is very beautiful. And I definitely can relate to that. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's go on to the Knight of Pentacles now. Please and thank you, Spirit. What exciting things are coming in for the collective with that Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. This is a lot, but I'm going to take it because it's probably telling a story, mate. Okay. Oh my gosh, that is a lot, but that's okay. It's probably going to give us some background information. Okay, so clarifying that Knight of Pentacles, we have the Temperance card. Beautiful. 5 of Wands. The Hierophant. The Devil. 3 of Swords. The Emperor. Okay. And then we have 10 of Swords. And we got the Empress. King of Wands. Okay. And then bottom of the deck we have that 7 of Pentacles again. Nice. Okay. Well, this is a lot, but I feel like this is telling a very beautiful story. Okay, so there was a lot of healing, or is a lot of healing taking place for this person, but also a lot of transmuting, changing maybe inner conflict, maybe conflicts of the past, or like, I almost feel like this is reoccurring like thoughts that are negative. Like it almost feels like those thoughts that we get of insecurity that just like pop up and they're really inconvenient and we're like, dude, like who invited you to the party? Like, I don't want you here. I know that you're holding me back, but maybe are a little bit more difficult to overcome. But okay. Yeah, so like those thoughts or insecurities within them that made them fight with themselves internally. They're like transforming that. Maybe finding a way to use that for their healing, growing, etc. And then the Hierophant. I feel like that speaks about wisdom. It also could be that this person, well, gained wisdom along their journey, but I also feel like maybe they even went to somebody and received wisdom. I was getting earlier that this person would like to repay you for your kindness or for your wisdom or knowledge. I almost feel like maybe it could have even been you that they received this guidance, this wisdom from. And maybe it came in the perfect timing when they needed it most. Maybe they felt lost and they needed this direction, like this feeling, or like the knowledge of where to go, how, like what to do. Like it feels like they got information from outside of themselves to help them on their journey. And it could have come from you or it could have come from somebody else. I also feel like because the Hierophant is then followed by the Devil card, I feel like there's something about confronting one's demons here. Or like really facing their shadow self. Maybe even facing the things that hold them back or the things that they don't want to acknowledge. And it's almost like you become stronger through that process. Sometimes we think that if we face our shadow self or our inner demons, that they will just destroy us. But there's a lot of power and growth that can come from that process. And I feel like they have done that within themselves. They like face their shadow self. They face their demons. And they could have gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom through this process. And maybe they're no longer afraid of those shadow aspects or demons within them. And I'm meaning metaphorical demons. 3 of Swords. So these inner demons or shadow parts to them, shadow aspects, could definitely stem from a lot of pain, a lot of emotional pain. It feels like it's from multiple areas of life. So it's like not just romantic relationships, but maybe familial relationships, relationships with peers growing up. Like this is somebody that's experienced a lot of pain and may have internalized that pain. And through internalizing that pain, it kind of festered and turned into something much darker potentially, or something like way more kind of out of control. Or maybe it felt like it was in control of this person. Or they felt that way. And it may have all stemmed from the messages that they were receiving from other people, or the way in which other people treated them in the past. And that like left its mark and really affected them for maybe a really long time. I'm also getting the sense of constrainment. So yeah, they could have felt really constricted, really, yeah, like confined and restricted. But again, there's something about that Hierophant that feels like a light in the darkness. And I also feel like because we had that sun imagery earlier, if this is speaking about the same person, which I feel like it could be speaking about the same person we had earlier, King of Cups that we saw, they could very much see you as the light in the darkness. And maybe you were the light in their darkness. Maybe at their darkest point, you showed up into their life and it was like a bright light. I'm getting, and suddenly there was light. And it banished the toxicity of those shadow parts. And that maybe that control that shadow part had over them. It was maybe all released. And then we have the Emperor. Feels like somebody that's reclaiming their power here. Definitely maybe the power over their past wounds, those shadow aspects, realizing that they're much more powerful than their past experiences, than their insecurities. Yeah, it feels very powerful, like they're taking back their power. Maybe they felt very powerless for a while, but now they're feeling much more powerful. And then the 10 of Swords, which is usually like a painful ending. But all endings lead to new beginnings. Like, it honestly feels like It almost feels like maybe they even killed off that past version of themselves. Like, this is the version of me that was holding on to all my past pains. But now I release that version of myself and I choose to be somebody that is empowered and doesn't let those things hold me back. And I also don't let those past experiences control my own narrative that I have about myself. And it's like I'm shedding this in order to begin again. Because I believe it's possible for me to regenerate myself after so much pain. I really do feel like their pain really held them back in a lot of ways for a long time in their life. The Empress. So we had the Emperor, and now we have the Empress. Definitely could be indicating a divine match here between the two of you. But I'm also getting this other story here where it's like, this could be somebody that's also like really balancing out their divine masculine and their divine feminine. And I feel like, in my personal opinion, we all have feminine and masculine energies within us. And I personally have found that when those are balanced, we go through life much easier and things don't feel so forced. So this could be somebody that's learning to master their divine masculine and their divine feminine. Who knows? Maybe this could have been somebody that, and you know, with that Devil card, maybe this was somebody that was maybe toxically masculine in the past, believing I can't have emotions, I'm not allowed to feel anything but anger, or I'm only allowed to express myself in certain ways because I'm a man and I got to do the manly thing. And maybe they're finally realizing, like, wait, why am I doing that to myself? I am restricting myself so much, and I am not being genuine to who I am. I'm not really being who I truly am. I'm being who I believe I'm supposed to be, or who society told me to be, or forced me to be, even through my life experiences or whatever. And now they're like finally embracing the fact that they don't have to be just one way and that's it. It feels almost like a widening of, like an opening of their mind, a widening of their perception, perspective. And it's like, this is the path to not only finding that balance within themselves, but also, and their balance within their life, but also probably a lot more happiness. Because also, when you look at this, the Emperor's image is quite dark, but then you look at the Empress and it's very colorful, very bright. So it's like when they maybe embrace those parts of them that they thought weren't masculine or weren't manly, like getting in touch with their emotions, allowing themselves to maybe cry. It's like now the colors being returned into their life, into their existence. They're allowing color to come back into their life and light to come back into their life, and more authentic expression of who they are as well. And that will just lead them to more fulfillment and happiness. And I feel like you could have been a huge influence on this person to get to that point. Because again, that light, we saw the Sun card twice earlier. And I feel like you are a light to this person, a very bright light. And you could have been kind of the blueprint that they followed. Maybe you're somebody that's very balanced. And you're somebody that may have had your own struggles, and maybe you shared that with this person and showed this person that it was possible to change, possible to grow, possible to become your most authentic self, and the beauty that comes with being your most authentic self and being unapologetic, showing up as that fully authentic self. Yeah, it feels like you probably have inspired this person in a lot of ways. And I feel like, again, that's why they're so grateful to have you in their life, for you to be able to give them that knowledge, that wisdom, open their mind, open their heart even, maybe. Because maybe this was somebody that was afraid to feel their feelings. King of Wands, that's a very empowered energy. And it's a very confident energy too. So yeah, it's like when they embrace their authentic self, they're able to become much more confident in who they are, because they're no longer pretending to be somebody that they're not. They're no longer feeling like they have to restrict or constrict themselves into a very specific form that maybe society told them that they had to be. And they're taking back their power. And they're also realizing the power that comes from embracing who you are. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, there's like also that confidence coming in with that. And all of this is clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like, this could have been what has been taking place behind the scenes while they kind of went dark or went ghost, you know, when they were maybe not communicating for a bit, or, you know, hibernating. It almost feels like this is kind of what has been going on behind the scenes, but now it's like maybe now they're ready to show up in this new and improved version of themselves. It's really beautiful. I really like it. Seven of Pentacles. You could have taught this person patience, especially when it comes to building their stability, building up their life. Okay. Yeah, you could have taught them a lot of patience, especially when building things in their life, building up who they are. You know, and by that I mean just building up the ability to embrace who they are, to become their most authentic self. Having patience through that journey, because it may take some time, but it's always worth it in the end result. Especially when it comes to living authentically. I want to see what's underneath that Seven of Pentacles. The Three of Cups. So I do think that this person really sees you as a great friend. Also somebody that is loving and giving, especially when it comes to like that love. Which I feel like this could be somebody that has not experienced a lot of love from other people. And so you're very special in that way, that you showed up and showed this person love. And maybe that was significant for them, something that they aren't used to. I want to see what's underneath that Three of Cups. Eight of Wands. That's incoming communication, positive communication, potentially passionate communication. Also the green leaves, that's growth. So I feel like this is somebody that wants to communicate to you how they have grown, maybe what they've been working on. And maybe through that communication, they'd like to come together and meet up to, you know, reconnect, to have a good time, to share with you maybe some emotional updates. You know, maybe this is somebody that hasn't been super emotional with you, but would like to show that more vulnerable side to you now, because maybe they're more comfortable and confident in that. Okay, let's go on to the Eight of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. What kind of exciting things are coming in for the collective with that Eight of Pentacles? Please and thank you. Oh, you sound blanket. What's going on with that? What's going on with that little pentacles? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Okay. Mamma mia. So clarifying that Eight of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles came out like this. So patience has been helping this person develop something here or work on something. And that whatever they've been working on is leading them to success. Then the Lover's card came out, making very good choices and divine choices, like things that are on their enlightened path and that are in alignment with their higher self. But also, this could be talking about attracting a divine connection as well. And maybe all of this kind of goes together, you know, through them being patient and working on things, building something, working on something. And now they're maybe in the right sort of frequency to attract a divine match or like a compatible partner to them. And that could be coming in. We have the Two of Wands. That's some plan making going on. Figuring out like a game plan is what I'm getting with that. Ace of Pentacles. So I really do feel like this is all talking about the same person, this whole reading. I think it's just giving us backstory to this person that's going to come in and make you incredibly happy and be very loving with you. But yeah, the Two of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like they have been building a game plan for how to build or how to come in to offer you this opportunity to build with them. And the last card that came out is the Three of Pentacles, which is all about working together as a team to build something. And this is typically something that is stable, long-lasting, that will withstand the test of time. And it starts out maybe with just one little pentacle, but it already... That's interesting that I said already. So I feel like it very quickly could start developing into something more until it becomes, what did we see earlier? 10 of Pentacles. I feel like that's probably the end result. This could definitely be a very intense connection that the two of you share, which I feel like that's kind of been obvious throughout this whole reading, but I feel like this is something that the two of you are going to grow together and build something together. And it feels like it's flowing smoothly. Like it feels like it's going to be moving slowly, growing, not slowly, smoothly, going to be growing smoothly. Yeah. I think that they would like to take their time, but I feel like even with taking their time, this is very easily going to build to something that is very stable, secure, abundant. I like that. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles again. So again, so much abundance, so much stability, so much security. And if, again, I'm getting like the two of you probably share this Queen of Pentacles energy, where it's like that kind, giving, stable. Also, I feel like patience is a part of the Queen of Pentacles. So if you taught this person patience, maybe they would like to also show up in that way for you. Maybe you haven't really had patient partners in the past, or people show up with that sort of energy, but this person would like to show up like that for you. And that could be very comforting for you. Let's see what's underneath that Queen of Pentacles. Oh, it's the Three of Cups again. So yeah, they really connect with you on an emotional level. I do believe that they see you as not just a romantic partner, but also a friend. And somebody that is loving. It honestly kind of hits me as like, because you show up in this loving way, they want to reciprocate that and show up in a loving way as well, especially if they haven't in the past. Also, this could also be speaking about how they want to come together with you to maybe celebrate something or to just have a good time, have a positive experience together. I want to see what's underneath that. Eight of Pentacles, which we are clarifying. Yeah, they have been working on something, and I feel like they want to share that with you. Whatever they've been working on, whatever they've been building, they really want to share that with you. And I feel like it's because they're potentially very proud of themselves, because maybe they've made a lot of progress, maybe they're coming into more success. And I also feel like they know that if they were to come forward towards you to express like, hey, I've been working on myself, I've been doing this and that, you probably are the type of person to be genuinely very excited for them. And so they're probably like, yeah, I feel like I want to express that to this person, because maybe you're the only person in this person's life that they feel comfortable expressing something like that to. Like, hey, I've been making these improvements and I feel really good. And I feel like they know that they would be met with enthusiasm, and maybe genuine enthusiasm as well, that they may have not experienced in the past from other people in their life. So we have the Judgment card at the bottom of this deck. And that's really about, well, with this image specifically, you can see how the bird is rising out of the darkness. And although that could definitely be speaking about your own experience, I feel like not only that, but it's definitely this person's experience from what I've seen. And, oh yeah, so like maybe they are like leaving a depression or mental health. Like it feels like maybe a dark cloud has kind of even been over their head, or kind of like fogging them up for some time, but now they're like coming out of that and into the sun, into the light. Maybe things are going to start feeling lighter for them if they've been feeling a little bit heavy, and they want to express that maybe with you, share that with you. Not to mention they could be like thinking that you're the one that's sort of creating that light that they're going towards, or you have helped them create that light to go towards. Let's see what's underneath that. Ace of Swords. So that could be communication for sure, or like ideas, some sort of truth maybe. Maybe they want to express a truth here. And that could be about like maybe how you're their inspiration to make these positive changes, to try to get out of the darkness. And maybe their ideas are like, this could also be like the ideas that come from finally being able to think more clearly and not so muddled and foggy in that darkness. Let's see what's underneath the Ace of Swords. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah. I do really like this depiction because it feels soft. Like this is obviously like a little fawn, but I feel like especially if this is somebody that has not been super emotional in the past, I feel like they would like to show up in a way that's vulnerable. And I feel like that's very beautiful, because they know that when they're vulnerable with you, you will not judge them for that. They know that they can trust you with their more vulnerable side. And in that vulnerability, I think, is a lot of being authentic to who they are and expressing that as well. I feel like, yeah, you feel like a safe person to this person. Like, even if the two of you never developed anything romantically, I think this person just thinks so highly of you in general. Like, you just feel like a light in this person's life and like a true friend. And I feel like that probably is, at the very least, what they would like to express to you. I really do love this reading. This is so beautiful. Let's bring out the oracle. See what we got going on. If there's any additional messages for what's exciting that's coming in for the collective. Please and thank you, Spirit. Anything else about exciting things coming in for the collective? Please and thank you. Okay. Okay. Anything new and exciting? New and exciting? Exciting new things coming in? Okay. La da da. Okay. So we have detach. Opportunity beckons. Heart chakra. And feeling alone. And Zen. And Zen. We have win or lose at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So the detached card is the judgment card. I always think that it's the death card, but it's not. But we have the judgment card at the bottom of that other deck, so I feel like that's fitting for sure. Yeah, it feels like this is somebody that may have been going through it. Like in the background, there's like that wintry scene, like maybe like a lot of darkness, maybe depression, something that they've been kind of going through. But then it's like they're releasing that dove, and I feel like that's them releasing those more difficult things. Finally feeling ready to release maybe things from the past that have been holding them back. And then opportunity beckons. They know that through releasing, there is so much more ahead of them. They can start planning for their future when they're no longer holding on to their past. And, you know, releasing things allows space for the things that actually serve us to come in and actually can fulfill us. The heart chakra, so I feel like, yeah, this is explaining a lot of their energy, because this feels like somebody that may have had a hard time tapping into their heart space and their emotions. Maybe especially when it comes to love. This could have been somebody that was very closed off, but it feels very positive. It feels like they've been working on that. They're ready to open up their heart. And then with that feeling alone card, I feel like, yeah, they probably have been feeling quite alone. And maybe that was almost necessary for them to do their spiritual work. But maybe, I feel like they've been feeling alone, but they're ready now to move out of that place of lonesomeness and maybe self-isolation. And we were getting that earlier. Like, this could be somebody that you haven't really spoken to in a while because they have kind of been hibernating. But now they're ready to get out of that hibernation mode and bring a little light to the party. The person's holding a light. They're ready for the light. Yeah. And then win or lose at the bottom of the deck, I feel like this is them kind of preparing themselves to do something outside of their comfort zone. Like, no matter what the outcome, I'm going to try, or at least I'm going to open up, because at least I have given myself a chance or the opportunity. Who knows what can come of that, you know? When we do something, especially when we do something outside of our comfort zone, it can really serve us in a lot of ways. Even if it's scary, even if like we're terrified of all the bad things that could happen, it's like some wonderful things can happen too. What if those happen instead of the bad things, you know? We'll never know until we try. And I feel like that's kind of the energy that this person's embodying now. They're ready to try, they're ready to open up. They may not be completely confident in like the end result of doing this, but it feels like they're coming into a place where they're okay with that. Yeah, it feels like also this is somebody that's going to be not trying to pressure you into anything specific. It feels very much like, you know, I think they would hope maybe for this to develop into something romantic, but from the energy that I saw, if they feel very much like you're a good friend. And so like even if this is just platonic or that's as far as it goes, I feel like they'll be happy with that too. Like it feels very much like they're okay with whatever outcome comes from opening up to you and sharing their journey, their progress, their success with you. This is literally such a beautiful reading. I really liked it a lot. I hope that you liked it too. And I hope that it resonated. If it did resonate, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives, and you can become an honorary bee like me, and we can be a little bee family together. And if you like my readings and you'd like to see more, be sure to click that bell icon down below so that YouTube actually notifies you the next time that I upload. And thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.